Hey everybody, this is JMAXICUS coming at you with a draft challenge video that I just did, going 9-0. I'm just going to show you some of the tips and tricks that I did to get the 9 wins and show you some of the gameplay that I did and what some of the choices were, what some of the cards are higher in the tier list and what are not, and basically just trying to improve your drafting ability. So just to let you guys know a bit more about me, I've been playing since beta in Canada. That's where I reside from. Basically a free-to-play player. I've done a couple of the ×5 value deals, but other than that, it's mainly just been from tournaments when they used to be not too bad, but nobody could get into them. And when these challenges started popping up, that's what I've been getting most of my cards from. For most of the part, there hasn't been a challenge where I haven't been able to do it. Sometimes it takes me a couple of tries for different reasons, but most of the time I can get it off the first try. The 20-win challenge, I wasn't able to do that one. I wasn't able to spend too much time on that one, but I was able to get to 17 wins. That's the only one where I haven't been able to get all the wins. So I'm basically going to be posting these videos to show you kind of the tips and tricks that I've been using in order to get those wins, and some of the decks that I've been using, such as the Mega Knight deck that for the challenge when it came out. I know some people struggled with that. And yeah, that's basically what I'll be doing on here. Alright, so we'll just jump in here. I wasn't able to do some of my earlier ones because the replay is no longer there, but just some of the things I won with here, like the Prince and Lava Hound, and I think the Lava Hound was given to me. And then the P.E.K.K.A. and Giant, I think Giant was given to me, and I don't think you should ever give a Giant away. I think it's one of the best cards to draft as far as a win condition, unless your opponent has a hard counter like an Inferno Tower, but then you have other cards that you can throw into the mix that can distract the Inferno Tower. But we'll go in here and go on the first one that's available. So we have Princess and Ice Spirit. I take the card that's harder to counter with the Princess. It's really annoying to deal with. Here I took the Archers because the splash, not too concerned about it. Usually you can get something like this, like the tank with the Valkyrie that can deal with that. I also got the Lightning over the Rocket because the Wizard, it's easier to target him and the tower with the Lightning than it is the Rocket, especially if he doesn't place it behind the tower. So those were my choices and why I chose the ones that I did. So here I'm just putting on some early aggression because just 3 cheap elixir, and then I got the Lightning in rotation, so I'm going to use that on the Wizard because it gets some good value. Never always just be concerned about pushing on one side is probably the most helpful tip I can give you. Here is really committing hard to the right side, spending all his elixir, but I've got the counters here with the Goblins and the Princess. The Princess is so hard to deal with if you don't have the log or arrows to deal with it. So here he's going to probably Fire Spirits to counter that. And I'm just saving up elixir, trying to get ready for a Golem push. I know we're about even at this point, and that he doesn't have his Royal G in rotation yet. 1 card away from that, so I'm going to just place the Golem in the back here. I placed this Wizard a little bit more ahead, probably fearing more Lightning or something like that, but here I got the perfect counter for it. I got a Valkyrie I can put right in between the 2 of them, and then put the skeletons onto the side so they don't get hit by the Wizard, and it's able to just make quick work of that. And now I'm able to counter push on that side. All he has on the other side is just a Bandit. I can easily take care of that with some Archers. Quickly puts down the Fire Spirits, but I have an elixir lead here, so I'm able to throw out the Dark Goblin and chip away at his Bandit. So I'm able to get this tower down, able to kill it no problem, because it just doesn't have... he committed too hard to one side without realizing that I had the Valkyrie there. So now we're just going to start the push on the other side. He plays a Royal Giant, so I have to switch it up. I have to quickly go over the Goblins. And then I can play my Golem in the back. And it's fine if, well, I'm going to use the skeletons here to finish off the Royal Giant. I could let him take the tower, but I know he has the rocket. And because he has the rocket, that's 6 elixir just to finish off that tower. And it's such a big commitment, so I know I can get this other tower because he'll be down on that elixir. Just an easy target there. I knew he was going to play the bandit, so I put the Valkyrie right in front of the princess because I knew that was coming. He's going to try and get this tower dead, but I put everything I can to stop it from happening. Just because I want him to be able to use the rocket there in order to use it. At this point, I know it's game over. Just going to go for the 3 crowns to get my crown chest. But yeah, this is kind of an example when you draft and you get. I think he made some mistakes on his part. I don't know exactly what cards paid up, but he gave me some really good cards for that match. Alright, so we're going to take a look at another one of these matches here. Second one that's available to me. This one's a pretty obvious choice. You don't want to take the heal because it's very specific to certain units in the mirror. You're able to get some cheeky things off with it, especially if you can bait out a spell. I chose the cheaper of the units. I feel like Executioner is only good in some circumstances, but he's really easy to counter and to distract. So I'd take the cheaper of the spells just because I'm able to rotate stuff out. Here he's giving me the thanks and good luck, thinking he got the better cards out of the deal. Here I just ignore the minor first off because I have the Ice Spirit and Hog combo that I want to get off right away. See, he has to play an Executioner. I already get like over almost 1500 damage out on the tower on that, and he's only got me down to 2278, so better trade for me. Here I made a mistake. I played the bandit a little bit too low, not realizing that he had Graveyard, but I did have poison that I was able to take care of those skeletons with. Here he's just got nothing in rotation. He plays really bad here and puts a mortar right for my bandit to take, hoping it'll clip the hog. The hog's able to finish it off. I'm able to get the princess and the king's tower with the bandit dash here. So now he's realizing a couple of mistakes he's made. I got skeletons, put down the dark goblin, trying to stop this, but the battle ram's able to connect. So here I have a bandit on the mirror if I want to take it, but I'm just going to go with my Ice Spirit Hog push since I know he doesn't have anything to counter it except for the Executioner, which doesn't do a good job. I'm able to connect with the bandit at the same time I play the Hog, so they're not taking both from the same tower. So I'm able to do the 3 crown if needed, or take the right one and then work on the 3 crown. Here he's just getting desperate, I think. I'm able to counter the Executioner with the skeletons pretty much, and the Dark Goblin's able to finish him off there, put the archers in the back, easy counter to the graveyard. I just got a really good deck against his. I'm surprised he isn't playing the mortar more, especially when my hog's out of rotation. That could probably help him out. Here, just going for the same type of push. I mean, I have a great 2 combo cards here, and he has nothing to counter it, so here he's getting desperate, just wants that 1 crown, I believe, so he's rocketing with my bandits. And I'm able to finish that off. I put the poison on because I'm just going to quickly just try and get the 3 crown here. Put the Dark Goblin out, Ice Wizard. Nothing he can really do. Put down the mortar to distract the hog for a little bit, but just giving him the thanks for when he thanked me at the beginning. There he cracks the heel at the end. So this next match I want to show you is one that doesn't happen very often, and just the choices I made, because here you get multiple win conditions, and you always want to have at least 1, if not 2, win conditions in your deck. I choose the balloon. It's a harder one to counter. It does more damage if it connects through. Here, I am not a huge fan of the Lava Hound. I will always pick Golem over the Lava Hound. The reason why is because any supporting troops that go behind the Lava Hound are the ones that you want to focus, because the Lava Hound does next to no damage until its pups are come out. Here, that one was a really hard one. It took a long time to decide with the hog and the battle ram. I was thinking of taking the battle ram just to distract, but I'm like, no, I want to get the other pushing power in with the hog. The hog is just really good in draft challenge if they don't have any type of counter like a building or whatnot. Even then, it depends on the specific type of counter. So here I just start with a golem. I had the ice spirit in case he had a big attack at the bat, but it was kind of a risk that was I was willing to have pay off. So here I'm just going to push on the other side, Ice Spirit Hog again, and I'm going to put down, because I know the balloon, because I know he only was at like 5 elixir because he put a Hound and he put a Wizard. And the Wizard's not really going to do much there. I'm still going to get over 1,000 damage on this tower because of the golems, and take his right one at the same time. Here he does a pretty good move where he's trying to get the pups to do some damage. I have to fire a ball or else I'm going to almost lose that tower if I don't. Here I pay the Ice Spirit just behind the Executioner, just before he's going to lock on. The Ice Spirit can survive one swing of the axe before it comes back. Here I got a really good counter with Barbarians against the Battle Ram, so thanks to him for that. Pretty good play here, trying to chip down my Barbarians so they're not able to finish that tower off, and then he plays the Wizard. Now the problem I have with my deck right now is I don't have anything to tank this Wizard except for expensive units and the Hog. So I just play the Golem. I mean, it's a 3 elixir shades, but he's gonna have to deal with that. I know he's got Spear Goblins, Executioner, so nothing that's really gonna deal with it too hard. So I'm just going in for a big push, trying to get as much damage as I can, take this tower out, and trying to distract him so he can't support his Lava Hound with anything, because I have nothing to distract or take care of the units that go behind the Lava Hound. Like here, I can only do an Ice Spirit to like kind of delay, put my Barbarians down. He puts a Wizard though, and I'm pretty much done with that push. So he's down to 1839. I'm going to distract the Executioner and try and just get the 3 crown, because there is really nothing I can do to stop that Wizard. He's just going to wreck any troops that I place down. So I'm just trying to delay here until I can get the full 3 crown off of him. So that was one of the matches where it was a little bit more unusual. I got 3 win conditions, didn't really have anything to distract like you would normally get, like a Knight or a Valkyrie or an Ice Golem. Or a swarm, like a big swarm of units. So yeah, I just had to pretty much keep on the offensive with that one. Alright, so we'll jump into my last match that I had on here for the draft challenge. Should be the hardest one because we both should be 8-0 at this point. So we'll jump in here. Battle Ram heal, no brainer here. You're going to take the win condition over that weak spell. That's not very good. Here, the Fire Spirits don't completely shut down the Skarmy, and if they don't have it in rotation, you can really counter. But the Princess counters Skarmy really good, so I can make sure to get that one. Here, I prefer Royal Giant over Graveyard. I feel like Graveyard is a lot weaker at the moment. So I feel like the nerfs really hit it really too hard. Here I don't have a Royal Giant in rotation, so I have to play the Battle Ram. And then I play Archers just to make sure that I can get rid of this this Mortar. He plays a good Executioner. I'm going to have to probably play the Royal Giant in order to stop him from getting to my tower. Knowing that he has Graveyard in hand, I'll have to do Royal Giant and the Princess, and I'll have to zap the Skeletons, or else it's just going to do way too much damage to my tower. And hopefully I can get my spells in rotation to where his is. That's what I'm trying to do at this moment. Put down the Skarmy, because I'll just take way too much damage from that, from the Lumberjack. So he plays the Ice Spirit, kind of waste on my Skarmy. I feel like he could have played something else, but it's a good enough counter, I guess. Here I didn't get the Royal Giant in rotation, so I have to play Bomb Tower. Now this is a very important part. This Bomb Tower lasts a long time at level 7. This thing, unless they have like air units to take it out, which I haven't seen any, and based on the cards that I've given him, no air units. So I know I can push this right side as soon as he drops that Executioner. He's putting 5 on that side, and I think my Bomb Tower can take it out pretty much. So I do Goblin Barrel and I do Battle Ram on the right side. I'm able to take a huge chunk of damage down. His Executioner, I have to zap so it doesn't get too much damage off that tower. But sap for all that damage on the right side, I think is worth it. Now I have my Royal Giant rotation. Now I can play it against this mortar. This mortar is completely ineffective at this point. I just have to make sure I always have this Royal Giant rotation when he has a mortar, because I feel like that's more of a win condition than his graveyard at this point, because I am just not a fan of the graveyard right now. I put down the princess, is able to do some chip damage onto this executioner. There's nothing he can really do at this point. I play a bomb tower. I wish I would have played it a little bit, had my princess behind the bomb tower, but it's able to do its work. I bled elixir a little bit here because I didn't want the executioner to finish off my archers. I'm able to play Scar Me, put out the Royal Giant again for his mortar. He has no counter that I can see of except for fire spirits for my Scar Me. And Fire Spirits is going to play for my Goblin Barrel every time because that's the only kind of counter that he has for it. But my Royal Giant's able to get a couple of, hits off, and my Bomb Tower's just able to take out his 9 elixir combo here that he has going on the entire time. My Archer's able to finish that off. He's doing a Desperation Graveyard. I'm able to just push heavily on the right side, and there's nothing really that he can do about this because I was able to counter his graveyard. That was GG, and that was the 9 wins. So I hope you were able to learn something from the video. Give me a like or subscribe. Tell me things I can improve on. Just starting out here, but I really want to give to the community things that I've learned over the years and things that have been helping me be successful, because I want you guys to be successful. So thanks for watching, and come back for my next video when it is up.